for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the post.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
DiNucci. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
With the score, Steelers 10, Cowboys 7.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. This is Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now DiNucci under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Here's DiNucci to throw. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing is DiNucci. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. The 30, the 20, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is Tony Pollard. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Cowboys 3-yard line.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
A 25-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's DiNucci now off the play fake. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw is DiNucci. Pass incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 62 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
6 at the 38-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Cowboys. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Stays on his feet, and he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A gain of 11.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's looking deep for Bell, and that is incomplete. The tight end Blake Bell, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Elliott. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They go to Elliott again. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
It's a loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Steelers 26. Cowboys.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Pollard. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is,
He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
On the play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Ball carrier.
Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
For the point after.
Well, 2 touchdowns scored. I know his team's happy. His coaches are happy. How about the fantasy owners of this game?
Always happy with 2, but they'd like 3 or 4. And this one through the uprights and good.
Steelers 26, Cowboys 21. Greg Zuerlein to kick
Now
off.
after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Allowed on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down. 1st and goal.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Steelers 26, Cowboys 21.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Ezekiel Elliott.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now back to throw. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. they've been unsuccessful all night.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Nothing here.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 79 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Connor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 47 yards on the ground. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll toss this out right for Connor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Yeah, we dominate today.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do. We kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own
about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Roethlisberger to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
27-yard line.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Johnson.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had a strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Johnson.
And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. it's Roethlisberger. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. This from 51 yards for the win. It's on target, and it's good. From 51 yards out, he drills it. And the Steelers have won the game. A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got up, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she miss?
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's DiNucci to throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now DiNucci. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. DiNucci. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st down.
Now Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. To throw is DiNucci. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Michael Gallup.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is DiNucci. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Bell there to make the grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Kickoff for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Chiefs nothing.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. The leading rusher for last year's national champs, LSU, it's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
He's tackled.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 25.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Now Bell. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about. A back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
At the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's DiNucci now off the play fake. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Harrison Butker on for the point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now Pollard. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. A gain of 3, second down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
At the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On 2nd down now, it's Bell, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The first down run with Bell as he'll get about 6 there. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Here's Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Tyrone Crawford. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 46 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The kickoff for Dallas.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Alden Smith there on the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn.